I'm Jason, this is Freebird Garage, and today we are on part 9 of the FXRT build. Behind me, we have the top end removed finally, the valve train behind me, and the wiring all finished. If you haven't seen the previous videos, for the fairing to be put back on. Fairing needs to be all assembled still and all that good stuff. That's in videos to come, but if you haven't seen them, go check them out. I have the original FXRT fairing to be put back on this bike. Used to be an FXRS and was all cut, soldered, chunked up, and now back to original equipment. All saved by the wiring harnesses that were originally on there. All right, so the top end, that's what we did in the last 2 videos of removing a couple things I've learned by not sticking to my guns on some things, which I should have, and that is, of course, the old service manual. I was even told in a comment prior that said, hey, you're doing something incorrect. And I was like, why did I not pay attention to my service manual? Because that is what tells me exactly what to do. And yeah, that's a step, but it's not detrimental. I'm gonna go over that. Let's check it out. All right, so in the service manual, jugs are removed, heads removed. When you're removing the heads, I was told, hey, pay attention to the bolts of how you're removing them. Well, I didn't do it. I just kind of went bam, 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 bam. Well, it was close. It's actually supposed to be like 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, actually, and I went to this side, right to left. And not the end of the world if you are replacing your studs. If you aren't replacing your studs, what ends up happening is that your studs, the threads will separate, weaken, or crack, snap off, and same thing with the rods, and you can definitely cause failure. Especially this has a leak already previously in the base gaskets, so you're just asking for it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take these off and replace them. The jugs, someone mentioned, well, keep them in the cylinders. Yeah, I know I probably could have, but I'm replacing these pistons to go along with it to match the new jugs. And then the heads, yes, by the service manual, I was also supposed to turn these, close the valves up, but I'm also getting new valves or a valve job, I should say, and new spring rates, all that good stuff to match new cam. So all that luckily is being replaced. If you are doing this from just a factory replacement to check everything or replace just the gaskets down below, definitely do what the service manual says and follow those steps, all right? So what we're gonna do first is remove these studs and then get to the pistons and then hopefully dive into the cam, all right? Let's get to it. All right, so to remove the cylinder studs, we gotta create a locking nut kind of mechanism so that it can back off against something. I've already started with these 2 nuts here on this stud, so now we're just gonna use this bottom one to release it. Hopefully it just comes out smooth. This one it is. So this one doesn't want to move, so I'm gonna have to put some like penetrating oil in here and try to hopefully get this loosened up. We're gonna jump over to the other ones, knock this out. Cylinder studs are a bust. I thought I was gonna be able to pull them out. They are too far stuck in there. I need some penetrating oil to get in there. I'm gonna find some stronger nuts that are gonna be able to lock on there better. Those were starting to loosen up just from how many times I've torqued on them, and it's just getting hairy, and I don't wanna get any further into that stud or ripping, destroying, whatever it is. So we're gonna move on from there, hopefully get into the pistons now, get those apart, and then hopefully into the cam. All right, in order to remove this ring that's deep inside there, you gotta use one of these, or at least by the service manual, a tinner's awl, I think it's pronounced, whatever it is. Just a simple ice pick to get into that little bugger right there. So see if I can get this apart. It does say to use safety goggles and put your thumb over here so it doesn't go flying out. So we're gonna give this a go. All right, first one removed. And we'll jump to the other side, get that other clip. All right, hit me, still good. cam, get as far as we can. Gonna take off the brake lever here. Okay, I'm gonna pop that pin below. I'm gonna see if I can remove this plate and work around this brake pedal. I don't think I'm gonna be able to, but before I have to remove all of this, I thought I was gonna be able to squeeze that pin out. It looks like I'm stuck and getting that out. So I'm gonna see if I can just remove the front part without doing that. Good way to tell if this has ever been touched. The rivets are still original, and that's what these are. So we're gonna drill these out by the service manual. Should be able to pop that cover and slide it off. Well, not the greatest time on getting everything removed, but we did it. We got the cam, we got some studs removed, we got the chest plate off, and the piston's gone. Whew, let me show you guys what we got. There is the cam still attached. I gotta remove the 2 bolts there, but pretty much good to go. You have to go through the whole system. I was able to squeeze past this. I really didn't think that was gonna happen, but I was able to squeeze just enough to get that plate across. Then I gotta get my lifters out of there, get this all cleaned up, go through. Sure, it's all spec'd and cleaned up on that. Pretty happy with how it came out. It could have been a lot better, but this will have to do. All right, guys. If you made it all the way through, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below, and tell me what you think. For those who've already subscribed, thank you, and as always, stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.